speaking of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is upping and leaving California. He's just bought a multi-$100 million house in Florida, which has now been nicknamed the billionaire bunker. And it's because there's pressure mounting in California to implement a one-off 5% wealth tax on everyone with a net worth of over $1 billion. Now, for Mark Zuckerberg, that would cost him a small $11 billion in tax. And I just don't understand these left-wing states, especially in the United States, where you do have competitive tax between the states. California is simply just going to lose all of Silicon Valley, lose all of their wealthy people that pay the lion's share of the state's income tax. This is going to backfire massively.
I just love the irony here that Zuckerberg is a Democrat-supporting person who just doesn't want to live under Democrat policy. So he's up and moving.
Though he did come and kiss the ring with Trump after
he did.
The election and
as they all
that
have.
sort of stuff. You know, there does come a point, no matter how left-wing you are, that you're always going to back the horse named self-interest. And we were going to do it last night. We didn't get to it, but there was a story floating around yesterday, sort of along these lines, where because the Super Bowl was played in California this year, what California does in terms of their income taxes is they don't just levy you on the money you've made in the state. They levy you based on how long you've spent in the state and what the entirety of your wages are. So players who rocked up to the Super Bowl and spent the week there, in one example it was 7 days a player had spent there, they had to pay tax not on the 187 grand that they received for playing at the Super Bowl, but on the money they had earned through the entire year. And there are players who played in the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl on Monday who have to pay more in tax to the Californian government than they earned from winning the Super Bowl. If that doesn't tell you how insane this taxation policy is, nothing will.